So semen retention is a scam, at least in the way that we're doing it, right? It's something that I did because everyone else told me to. You know the score. Count the days, count your streak, flex your streak like it means something. And for me, it didn't fix my life. It didn't magically make me more disciplined. If anything, it made me more obsessed. Why? Because of the way I was going about it. Is when I realized that I wasn't going about this habit in the right way. See, the reason why most people can't beat addiction is because they treat everything like a challenge. What happens when they start that challenge? They do a countdown, and a countdown often means that there's an end date. Suddenly it's day 3, it's day 10, it's day 27, and the thing that you're trying to quit is the main character in your head. After all those days you think you've been progressing. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but whenever you try to resist something, it takes a lot of energy, especially when you're trying to resist an addiction. So when I was counting the days, my identity was built around not slipping up. So every single bad day that I had felt dangerous, and when I eventually failed, because it's framed like that, it hit way harder than it should have. It's not because of what actually happened, it's because I told myself that I'd lost progress, and that kind of mindset is toxic. It turns growth into a game instead of a life that you should be building. And listen, this isn't me saying that semen retention doesn't have its benefits. It does. Some people feel more energy, more clarity, more drive. I know the title is a bit misleading in that regard, but it does have its benefits. But the problem is, some people think that it's the solution. They think that if they hold on long enough, everything else in life will fall into place. Discipline, purpose, confidence. But that's a lie. Nothing changes if your life doesn't change. If you're still adopting these bad habits, like waking up late, scrolling for hours on end, chasing cheap dopamine, then what are you retaining for? Because you haven't removed the root issues. All you did was switch the label. That's why most people drop one habit and pick up another. It's the same void, but a different outlet. Let's think about it from this angle, right? Let's say somebody wants to quit junk food, but they think about pizza all day long. So what do? They watch pizza mukbangs. They watch videos on how to make pizza at home. They look for the latest deals online. Are they really changing, or are they just repeating the same loop mentally? And that's what most people are doing here. You know, the people who actually improve their lives, they don't think about streaks, they don't think about what day it is. They just wake up and they think about structure, they think about the person who they're becoming, what their day demands of them. The habit that was affecting you eventually moves into the background. Why? Because your life is moving forward. When you build a lifestyle around purpose, discipline just follows suit. You don't need willpower all day long. Why? Because you're training, you're working, you're learning, you're socializing properly, you're tired for the right reasons, and when your life is full, your habits struggle to survive. Most people can't quit something because they struggle to replace it. And it surprises me how most people adopt this mentality. You can't just remove a behavior, you have to upgrade the system that it lived in. If your evenings are empty and your phone's in your hand with nothing else going on, you're going to relapse no matter what. It's inevitable. You can't just willpower your way out of things. And that's why I said earlier, turning things into a challenge is dangerous. Why? Because challenges end, lifestyles don't. Look at anything meaningful in life. Faith, business, relationships. None of these work in 30-day bursts. They don't. They work because you stop negotiating with yourself. You stop romanticizing the shortcuts and you just accept that this is who you are now. And once that identity locks in, the urges fade away. And it won't be because you're fighting them every single second. It's because they no longer fit the life that you're living. You've actually made that much progress. Another point that I wanted to touch up on is that I think people use semen retention as a distraction from deeper work. Some of you will know what I'm talking about. It'll take a little bit longer for some of you to understand, but it feels intense, it feels productive, but it's just another way of feeling like you're walking the path without actually moving that much at all. But real growth is quieter than that. It's boring routines, it's consistency when nobody is watching. It's doing what you need to do without announcing what you're doing or how long you've been doing it. It's building confidence through proof and not through promises. And if you're constantly counting the days in this challenge, the way you frame it, then you're saying that a setback will destroy you. And that's not a strong mentality to have. That means that you're operating from a place of fear. Strength is knowing who you are even after a bad day. It's not spiraling or hating yourself even after you've done something wrong. So if you are watching this and if you are stuck in a loop, stop chasing streaks, man. Stop outsourcing your discipline to a challenge and stop treating growth as if it was some kind of badge. Build a life where habit doesn't even belong anymore. Fill your days, raise your standards, and get direction. And let lifestyle lead a life that willpower never could. Because that's the stuff that actually works, not treating it like a challenge. If you guys did make it to the end of this video, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Share it to a friend who you think may need to see this video. If you guys want to join a community full of like-minded people on the path of self-development, and I'll leave a link down below in the description, as well as the comment section down below. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care. God bless.